college. And basically what I wanted to figure out was there arsenic in this creek.
Welcome to the Proficiency presentations at Arise High School. The purpose of the Proficiencies is to show mastery of key subject matter, content, and to demonstrate the kind of thinking that is necessary to become a scholar in the academic area.
So let's get started. So like I said, it's called Renting Cars Too. And basically my problem was that I'm going on a 2-week trip and I am traveling for 400 miles. And I was comparing rates of renting cars. So my first plan was that they charged $50 a day, they allowed you 600 miles for free, and they charged 30 cents for each additional mile. That was the plan 1. So my second plan was that they charged $25 a day, allowed 300 miles for free, and they charged 45 cents for each additional mile. So in order for me to show this, I needed to show if it was continuous or not. I needed to show a piecewise function, and I found out that my function was continuous. So these are the conditions of continuity. So as the limit approaches a, f of x exists. So saying that when you're approaching from the left and the right, you come to one common number or destination. And then the second condition is that f of a exists, as in that you can plug in a number and you get an output. So the limit as x approaches a of f of x, which is part 1, is equal to f of a, which is part 2. So what I did first was figure out my piecewise functions. And
the book was called The Black Panthers, and basically what this is what is it called, the 10-point program. This is what they wanted. This is what they were asking for, and like as we see here, it wasn't anything that we don't like. It was just human needs. Like that's what people need, and that's what they were asking for, and that's what they were fighting for. So they were asking for something that white people already had, and that was not fair. And the part where it says, we want immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people connects to my thesis because they say black people because they were the people that were more mistreated by the police just because of their skin.
in the beginning, you referred to white people. So I was wondering if when you say white people, do you mean everyone? Or do you mean like a certain class? Or like, can you be more specific on it?
For which one? For like,
well, in general, you just refer to white people. And sometimes I guess people would think maybe, you know, not all white people are the same. I mean, when they married.
yeah.
You know, so do you think it's more based on skin color, or do you think maybe it's based on like?
It could be based on
Class, maybe money?
Yeah, probably class, because the people that are like high society are the ones that usually mistreat people because they don't see how people really suffer.
Yeah. And do you think that black people can also be
Oh
oppressors?
yeah. People like Asada was one of the, like, she was participating in her own oppression because she wanted to be like them, and she did not think that black people were better, and that's something that was really affecting her.
And
On one of your slides, it said that the young lords wanted to end slavery. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, basically, what they wanted to do is like when they saw how like the community was oppressed, like to the point where like they wouldn't go to the doctor or they wouldn't get tested because there was an outbreak for tuberculosis, and many of them wouldn't take time out of their jobs to actually get checked for it. And when they did turn positive, they didn't have the time, or many of them said they wouldn't go because they wouldn't take time out of their job. So it's kind of like they wouldn't see their own selves like as important enough. They thought their job was more important, and which is like working was slavery. It's basically slavery. It's the same as prison. It's just slavery in another form. And so I think that's what the young Lord saw. Like the people were so succumbed to everything around them, like their barrio, that they wouldn't take the time to do something that impacted themselves. I think that's what they kind of meant.
Okay.